delighted to be here at SlatorCon Amsterdam with Andrew Bredenkamp. Welcome.
Thank you.
Andrew is CEO and founder of Acrolinx, a company that helps some of the world's biggest brands to solve their content problems using AI. So what is it specifically that brands find so challenging about managing terminology and sort of stylistic challenges in spite of all the technology that exists today?
So content's become a competitive advantage. Being good at content people realize that it's really important for the business in all sorts of aspects. So on the marketing side and on the customer experience side, in the product, everywhere, content is a key part of being successful. And so what you want as a large company is basically to have that experience as if every single piece of content that goes into the customer experience was written by one person. And that one person creates a connection in the way they write with the customer. And of course, if you have thousands or tens of thousands of people creating that content at scale, then that becomes an impossible task to do simply by telling people, can you please write for your audience? So companies are really focused on writing to engage their audience and to meet the content needs of their audience, and putting more and more effort into doing that well. And without technology, that really can't happen.
Okay. And in terms of the trends that we're seeing nowadays in AI, which of those do you think are a passing fad and which are here to stay? So
I would almost say that everything in AI is a passing phase. AI is a very fast-moving field. It's evolving very quickly, and in fact, I would say the rate of change is even accelerating. So there are new significant changes on a monthly basis. Some groundbreaking things happening every quarter or every year. So it's a very fast-moving area. Everything we think we know now today is becoming untrue as quickly as we get used to it. It's an incredibly fast-moving field.
And so, looking to the future, what do you think the competitive landscape will look like for AI in sort of 4 to 5 years?
I think there are obviously some very large players, the Googles and the Facebooks and Microsofts and others who are investing enormous amounts in building really strong expertise to the point where most of their research teams are kind of out-competing the public research community in many fields. So there's a kind of a competition between public research and commercial research or private research. So that's one kind of area, battleground, where I see that things developing. The other area is, I think, between the big AI vendors and companies developing their own AI expertise. A big part of data, a big part of using AI is understanding the data that goes into the models that get built. And that's often something that companies want to do themselves rather than trusting someone else with their data, especially in a fast-moving competitive environment. So I think the competition will be largely around how much expertise do you bring on board as a company yourself, and how much do you trust existing AI providers to deliver. And I think a big battleground there will be data and data privacy in a B2C context. How much do consumers have the rights to decide what happens with their data? I think those are areas that will be fought over in the next 2 or 3 years and will change the way that AI happens.
Thank you very much, Andrew. Great to speak to you.
Thank you.
Thank you.